Hey you guys, it's Victoria, and I'm having such a wonderful morning. I woke up and I rebounded and I made a juice and I did some laundry and I sewed, I worked on some of my scarves. I just really love productive mornings like that, don't you? And now I am parked at my beautiful little park that I love going to, and there's snow on the ground and there's ducks in the water and the sun is shining on me, and I feel so blessed right now. And I wanted to film a video on like what to eat and what to do when you're on day one of this journey. I know that there's some people watching this, hopefully, that are turned on to this knowledge and they just need somewhere to start. You know what I mean? If you're going from the standard American diet to wanting to totally open your horizons to health, then I want to give you some tips. And you know, the number one thing that I want to say is the more raw, uncooked, and unprocessed food you eat, the more vital you're going to become. When you stop eating the dead food, it can allow the life inside of you to just flip on, and then all of a sudden you spring out of bed in the morning and you're just so ready to live this beautiful life because you're finally feeding your body what it wants, and you're stopping the bad habits. And I used to do it. I ate the standard American diet my whole life, and I had skin problems and eczema and headaches and irritable bowel syndrome and self-diagnosed hypoglycemia, and I was a total mess. I never did sports growing up because I was just lethargic. I never worked out, I never exercised, and I was just a total mess. And for some reason, the light of life came down on me, and it allowed me to wake up. And I'm just a totally different person than who I used to be, and I'm so blessed for it. And I can thank raw foods and all of the health videos on YouTube that I've watched, and Dr. Morse. I mean, I could go on and on. So the more raw food that you eat, the better. Okay, and taking out the animal products is so essential. And I'm not even going to go into that right now about, you know, why you need to do that. It's just common sense. We don't need animal products to live. We need to go to the plants, the living food, the vibrant food. And, you know, challenge your self-discipline too. So the thing is that this lifestyle is so easy in my eyes because it's just the human diet. You know what I mean? Raw fruits and vegetables. It's so easy to me. They taste so wonderful. They're so easy to digest. But I know that when you're first starting this, when you're coming from cheeseburgers and Gatorade, you know, just total filth, pretty much, you're going to have some self-discipline, you know, that it just is what it is. You know, now to me, this is just second nature. It's just, it's just what I eat. You know what I mean? It requires no self-discipline for me, honestly. But when you're first starting out, you're going to have some self-discipline. But don't make this a challenge. Make it a celebration. You know what I mean? Make it just a celebration of you're finally getting healthy, you're finally waking up, and just make it something easy instead of thinking, oh, well, I can't eat this, this, and this, and I have to do this, this, and this. Don't think of it like that, because that's living in a negative vortex. We don't want that. We want positivity. So you're going to want to try for at least 80% raw in the beginning. We got to stop cooking and deadening our food. We need to make it raw and eat it in its natural state. But in the beginning, you know, going from the standard American diet to 100% raw, that's quite a challenge. And it takes a special person and a special mindset and a lot of research to jump into that. So 80% raw in the beginning is good, and the 20% that's cooked, just make it steamed vegetables, steamed sweet potatoes, make it things that are benign. I'm not saying be 80% raw and then have a cheeseburger to be your 20%. I'm saying that have the 20% be fairly benign cooked food, you know, still organic and still very healthy. But in the beginning, you know, 80% raw, I think that's good. And it is a transition. It is a journey. The raw fruit and vegetable diet, it's called God's rainbow diet because every fruit and vegetable has a color that heals and energizes and strengthens the body. And, you know, they each feed the body in their own particular way. So we have to remember that in this journey, the sun is on me really bright right now, but you know, we have to remember that fruits heal and regenerate the nervous system and the brain. So if you have come from just adrenal fatigue, or your thyroid's blown out, or you have diabetes or anything like that, you got to get on the fruit, and you got to get on it really hard and make sure that you're getting organic fruit and vegetables and leafy greens, because if you're getting this plastic conventional produce that's just, it doesn't taste good, so then you're going to be turned off to it, right? So you want to get organic, and you want to really focus on the fruit, okay? So what I would suggest... Okay, guys, my camera battery died, so now I'm on my iPad, so it's a little bit change of scenery here. But, you know, what I would suggest in the beginning of your journey is to eat fruit all day, and especially in the morning. But whenever you wake up in the morning, start your day off with a bunch of water. You know what I mean? I hit it hard, and today I had to drink out of a plastic bottle because the store that I went to was out of the glass bottles. But try to get alkaline water too. That's why I really loved Fiji's, because it's alkaline. But start off with a bunch of water. Put some lemon in it to structure the water and to make it so much more alkalizing and detoxifying. And then, if you need to eat in the morning, eat fruit. But I would really recommend water-rich fruit like citrus or pears or anything that's really full of water. You know, I wouldn't really suggest eating bananas in the morning because they're just not as water rich and detoxifying, because, you know, after we've slept all night, our body needs to be replenished with hydrating water, and that's why I love water rich fruit in the morning. And then if you're tripping out at lunch, make a salad, or you know, get a dehydrator if you can, and make some like little raw crackers with chia seeds and carrots and spices, and munch on those with a salad. Or look on my channel for salad dressings, or anywhere else on the internet for raw vegan salad dressings, because we don't want these nasty salad dressings that are in a jar that are full of poison and just yuck. They've been processed, and don't do that. Get a little blender. Even if you have to get a ghetto blender, just get a blender and make your own dressings and dump that on some greens. Dip it in some carrots or celery. Just do what you can to get that crunch factor, or to kill those cravings. Because in the beginning, you know, everyone has parasites, right? So your parasites are going to be screaming for what they're used to have been fed. Cheeseburgers, you know, fried food, all of that yuck. So you're going to have some cravings in the beginning, but you just have to scoot past them, and you have to see the sunrise through the tunnel, because you're going to get there, right? So I got notes here. And if you gotta go more high fat in the beginning, do it. I mean, if you need some soaked nuts and seeds to get you through, don't be a fat phobe in the beginning, because if that's what's gonna keep you raw and on this diet, then do it. So I'm not saying eat a bag of cashews. I'm just saying if you wanna put some more nuts and seeds in your dressing, or sprinkle it on your salad, just do it. You know, nuts and seeds are structural foods, so they're more building, okay? So they're more after if you've a detox, then you can up your nuts and seeds count, especially if you're trying to, you know, build muscle or whatever. But in the beginning, you've got to detoxify. We've got to fix our malabsorption issues, and then you can start building up with more nuts and seeds. But if you have to eat more of them in the beginning, just do it. Don't freak out. If that's what's going to keep you raw, then do it. But I would suggest eating fruit before you go to the nuts and seeds and the high fat stuff. You know, I have some things to remember here. Number one, no animal products, okay? Because, you know, due to their huge acidity and toxicity factors, we just don't want them in the body. They cause disease, and instead of rebuilding your body, they tear it down. And they're just so hard for your body to digest. And, you know, maybe 1,000 years ago we needed meat, right, to survive, but we don't need it anymore. We've got grocery stores full of produce, and we need to hit that up instead of reverting back to the past, to the paleo, and still eating animal products, because we don't need to, right? If you have to eat meat, and by means, dairy is out forever. I mean, dairy, in my opinion, is the worst. It's plastic, it's mucus, it's sludge, it's for a calf, not for humans. So dairy's out forever. But if you have to eat meat in the beginning, okay, maybe in the first week or two, you should eat it, try to eat it like once a week when you're really tripping out, and eat it at lunch, because it's going to help you to digest that all day, because it's so hard to digest, rather than eating it at night, right? So if you gotta eat meat, eat it at lunchtime, because, you know, and don't eat it with a starch. We got to look into food combinations too. Like if you're eating potatoes and meat, that's a horrible food combination. It's just so hard on the body. It's what I like to call an abombo combo. Okay, so what we want is light alkaline meals in the evening, like fruit or like a salad, because it's going to give you more energy and it's going to give you better sleep to in turn let you heal. Because in the beginning, you're going to be sludging up all your toxins in your body, and you're going to want your body to be efficient in detoxing them. So if you eat something bad at night, we don't want that. We want our body to be able to digest the most whenever we sleep, and go to bed early too, because that's really important. Number 2, if you want something hot, try a hot tea, like an herbal tea, like chamomile or Dr. Morse's Heal All tea, or dandelion tea, or hibiscus. We don't want any caffeine in that tea because that's a neurotoxin. And that's, caffeine is addicting and it's just horrible on the adrenals, blah, blah, blah. Or if you want something hot, try steamed vegetables, and put them on a salad. You know, steam up a little broccoli and pop it on a salad just to give you that heat if you need that in the beginning. Number 3, demand organic. I mean, I really don't need to say much more than that. Demand organic, because our bodies are temples and they deserve the best. Number 4, the first 2 to 3 months at least should be on low protein. And that's why I said not as many nuts and seeds, because especially in the beginning, you're going to want to detox. That's the goal in this raw vegan life, is to detox, because that's the key to health. So you're going to want to have low protein foods. We have this society that's fixated on high protein foods, and they're only ruining their kidneys and colons. And then we've got all this disease and we wonder why. It's the acidity of the high protein foods. That's one reason, at least. Number 5, try to eat a lot of mono meals, or meals with like 1 to 3 ingredients. What's a mono meal? It's just one food. Eat 5 bananas, eat 6 oranges, eat 5 mangoes, you know what I mean? That's called a mono meal. It's the easiest for the body to digest and break down, and that's what we really want. People eat meals with like 20, 30 ingredients, and then the body's just like, what the heck? You know, this is crazy. But when you eat one ingredient, one fruit at a time, the body's like, okay, I can do this, and it's just so much easier on the body, so much better for digestion. So mono meals are so important. Number 6, eat only when you're hungry, you guys. That's pretty much common sense. Number 7, listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. Don't calorie restrict. That's not what this lifestyle is about. We're not about calorie restricting. If you want to eat, eat, okay? But if you're a sedentary person who sits at a desk all day, you don't need 5,000 calories of bananas. I'm just saying. And, you know, in a world where cancer is almost in every other person now, or diabetes, or sleep apnea, or arthritis, asthma, allergies, you know, it's time for every single person in this world to take charge of their own health, because no one is going to do it for you. The medical doctor and all of the people like that in your life, they're not going to give you your health. You have to take charge of your own health. And that's why I love the raw vegan diet, and that's why I love detoxifying. So no one else is going to take charge of your health but you. And so, yeah, I hope these tips help you. And just keep watching my videos, and keep watching Dan McDonald's videos and Dara Dubonnet, Freely. Keep watching just all of these people that are going to help you to your health journey. You know what I mean? If you're surrounding yourself with people who want to bring you down and say, here, just eat this cheeseburger, quit being a health nut, you're going to want to distance yourself from those people, because those people don't want to build you up. You want to surround yourself with people that are like-minded, and who, you know, they might not eat a diet like you, but they support you. And that's what we need. We need support in this raw vegan journey. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And click like, comment, and subscribe. I love all your comments. I love making videos. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.